All right, I have the secret that they don't want you to know about social media. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all of that. So if you've been in the hunt for something no one else ever tells you about how to use any of those things, keep watching. I'll be honest, I love Instagram, but depending on how you use that or any of those other apps, they can all be either a
story killer, no, story thriller, yeah.
All right, let's get into it. We all use some form of social media. Also, I kind of hate that term because it sounds like so boomer. And that phrase is also really cringy, but whatever, just ignore it. We all use them. Maybe you're posting everything on Facebook or you're just scrolling on Instagram while you're in the bathroom. Hey, I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. As communication tools for keeping up with your friends, they're pretty great, but sometimes they aren't great and there are some times you shouldn't use them. I mean, you can, but they're probably going to be a story killer more than they are a story thriller. So, maybe from personal experience, I have 4 times when you shouldn't use social media. Number 1, when you're depressed. If you're feeling down in the dumps, just don't log on. Fear of missing out or FOMO can really kick in hard, and you'll probably feel worse seeing all these perfect photos of your friends and people doing only amazing things, and you're sitting on your couch. So don't log on. Number 2, don't use social media while you're drinking. I know, none of my audience has any idea of what I'm talking about. If your judgment is impaired, yeah, this is a really bad idea. Even though you can unsend messages and unpost things, you're setting the groundwork for some mistakes. So just don't log on and don't make any mistakes. Third, don't hop on Instagram or VSCO or any of that if you're struggling with being single. Not that you can't use these apps while you're single, but if you're unhappy being single, just don't get on the gram. That way you don't have to see everyone in their cute couples pictures, because that's an easy way to get to the first reason to not be on Instagram. Lastly, avoid logging on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, after 10 p.m. I know that's maybe a crazy thing to say, but hear me out. When is it easiest to feel isolated and lonely and depressed? And at that point, maybe you've cracked a few open, which is just making you feel those first things even more. Yeah, at nighttime. Don't be falling for those thirst traps or FOMO posts or any of that. Just don't get on the gram after 10. Plus, the algorithm tells all us Instagram people it's not a good time to post anyway, so you're not gonna miss out on anything. I'm Johnny P. Check out NarrativeClothingCo.com if you want to support what we're doing. I started this clothing company because I believe you have value regardless of what you do, and that your story is a great story worth telling. Thanks for tuning in to this week's video. I'm doing my best with whatever reach I have to get some content on your feeds that help you have a story thriller kind of life. I love you guys. I'll see you next week.